Diana Tennis, Mark Eiglarsh, Bob Massi, and Anna Nicolosi are back with us. Now, there you had Jeff Ashton with a little more fire and brimstone saying, you know what, enough is enough about this Kronk and George Anthony stuff. Did he dispel in the jury's mind any of the accusations that the defense has been throwing this whole trial about George being involved and Kronk burying the body? What do you think, Anna?
Absolutely. I mean, the way that he went through it and put it together, and he showed how these made no sense. You know, you just got it piecemeal, piece by piece during the state's case, then the defense case. But the way that Jeff Ashton put it together for the jury, that I hope that they walked away from that saying, that's it, now we have it all, now we have their theory on it. And the way that he put certain pieces of it together, you know, I mean, it was just unbelievable to me.
And Mark Eiglarsh, you know, when you said that you said yes when Jeff started putting some of the case together, I have to tell you, I was doing the same yes, because all of us have questioned, you know, does this make sense? Does that make sense? So Mark, to you, I mean, do you think he put away the Kronk and the George Anthony, you know, pieces of their involvement in this case?
For me, he did, and I certainly hope so. You know, who put it away was Baez. One day you had George testify, and he looked like he was lying about the affair, but the defense, in one of the most colossal mistakes ever, called him the very next day. And then, asking one question too many and doing things that only a rookie lawyer would do, we all saw a loving grandfather who never would have done what the defense was alleging. So he just took it home in closing.
There's no question. Diana, you agree then that Baez has made some blunders and then opened the door to the prosecution coming in and creating the victim that we're looking at right now of George Anthony?
Yeah, the fact that he didn't ask George the hard questions when he had him on the ropes over the affair absolutely blew me away. I totally agree with Mark. I was screaming at the screen the next day, quit opening the door. Now, I would say, though, the Kronk thing I don't think is quite as clear-cut. I still think you have Kronk at the scene, moving things around, lots of water, some weird stuff out of Kronk. I still think the defense might have that body moving around enough that the tape isn't as important. Maybe some reasonable doubt as to the tape and premeditation. Maybe some fuzziness there. But the George thing, they need to let that go.
All right, then, Bob, I'm going to go to you on the Kronk thing. Go ahead, Bob. On the Kronk.
Well, I just wanted to. Okay, I'm sorry. Could I just comment on George real quick? I'm sorry. You know, I have to tell you, yeah, I do think they put it away, but I have 4 grandchildren. And here's what I don't get, Judge. If I had not, and they all live in Las Vegas, if I had not heard from my grandchildren and not be able to talk to them once in a while, what I can't put together on this, and I mean no disrespect to this grandparents, 30 days is not going by. I'm on the hunt. I am on the hunt. Now, there's no question they put away the issue with George. That's ridiculous. But what they have not put away is, I cannot buy into the idea yet how this girl could manipulate these 2 people who are crazy about that granddaughter that much for 30 days. I can't buy it. There's something screwy there, and I don't know what it is, but it doesn't make sense.
Bob, what you're doing is exactly what the defense wants you to do. You're feeding into whether or not George and Cindy are the kinds of people who should have reacted.
Judge, what? Yeah, but wait a second. I mean, you asked me the question. I'm just telling you that I understand that. I'm not buying it. I'm just saying from a human factor perspective,
but it's about the evidence, Bob. Anna, hit it.
It's a dysfunctional family. That has nothing to do with it. This family, the parents, the grandparents, they looked for her. They kept trying to contact her. Cindy finally went to Universal and said, here I am. I'm going to see her. So they gave her enough rope. She's an adult, and this is her child. And they ultimately are the ones that brought this to the attention of the police.
Does Cindy look like the kind of woman that's going to sit back and not take control of things? Are you kidding me? She is not a grandmother that's going to sit back on her laurels. I'm sorry.
All right, panel. Hang on there. Stay with us.